The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
So sorry, Spectre, you were...
Sitting back to back on top of the APC with the Soviet playing lookout.
Ah, okay. Right, now I believe one of you rolled very high, and one of you rolled very low. Which way around was that?
Do not remember.
I rolled low, so it must have been you rolling high.
Okay, so Soviet dozes off immediately. And her slow, rhythmic snoozing is sending you to sleep. Willpower plus 10. Affliction stick. Oh, never mind. You're asleep. You fall asleep. This means nothing to you, really. What are you doing, ordinary, uninteresting man with no powers?
I would probably have been sitting in the APC.
Oh, so you are aware of the console then?
Is there one there? I haven't even looked around.
I mean...
You would have, like...
How do you miss it?
It's not just sitting there. There's like a shelf.
No, like, at the time, I was more concerned about River.
Okay.
What, now?
I'm always concerned about River.
Last time, you sat down to play games with Dr. Stargate.
He didn't roll a 1 this time.
That's not an excuse!
After they literally kidnapped her!
To be fair, they did. There's no defense in that. Okay, so you're just sort of sitting there going in the APC.
I'll ask her how she, how did you get out?
I walked out.
Well, I know that, but... So what creatures are in there that we have to expect?
Oh, lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Flying things, they shoot needles, by the way.
T-Rex of death.
So how are we going to get to this place?
Carefully.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I believe the plan was for Mr. Large Huge to, like, run, and then they would all chase after it, and then we just go, like...
How far is the compound?
Well, I don't know. I don't know where the compound is.
No, and she didn't tell us very much information.
It,
then. Sorry.
God, like you need another girlfriend.
I don't need a girlfriend. That is a robot.
I see, so people who were, say, largely made out of metal would be inhuman abominations.
What?
I'm just asking. I need clarification from my wise older brother.
No. See, as a girlfriend, that would be a bad thing, especially if they're related to me.
So, in your expert opinion, people who are, say, largely made out of some form of metal should die alone and miserable.
If I could only tell you the truth.
That implies you've been lying to me all this time? I'm not your sister, am I? I knew it!
You could only wish.
That really hurts. Well, no, I'm going to sit outside with the rest of the women. Maybe I can get some intelligent I'm going to go for a walk. Or maybe some time. She picks up the newspaper, tucks it under her arm.
So I've looked in the bag, see what else, have I got anything what I've got in there.
Just whatever you took with you.
Yeah, I know. And,
which I'm assuming is your game case, just in case. Probably your superhero outfit of some form.
quite likely.
Framed picture of Miranda. No? Oh, okay.
No,
Blue dust.
She would have put that in there, though.
Pictures of you. Hundreds of pictures of you. Wait, this isn't your bag. Whose bag is Thomas Drake? What?
So I'll get into the costume.
Okay.
There's no one here.
Yep.
No. not going to pause the recordings because I'm asleep.
And if you want to look over it,
That's
Xander
okay,
getting
that thing
naked.
only has a 3-hour tape in it. It's on LP though.
More
6 hours.
More pictures of Zen.
I'll trade them to Ultra Girl.
Some for him.
You're saying trade when you mean give.
And are these the only copies? Oh, well, I'll probably get up and have a walk around outside too.
It's
I mean-
dark.
Yeah, because I've been crammed up in the plane all day.
The nerd doesn't want to be inside.
Doesn't want to be inside Thomas's car.
Go for a bushwalk. That's real fun.
Yeah, the other side of those pillars
Yeah,
looks real
it's
friendly.
across the grassy savannah.
Outside.
Okay,
Have you seen him be warned about the fence?
probably not. So there, are these,
A8 will be here to warn him about the fence if he tries to go
She's
past it.
gone.
so there are these big poles with blinky lights on the top.
Cool. They can stay there.
Can they?
But can you?
Yes.
What if they're video game consoles?
What if they're checkpoints?
No, I'll be more likely pining after that thing that she gave me because that was awesome.
It was substantially less good than anything you've played games on in recent times.
But it was
It
portable.
was portable.
Was it though?
It's probably on the other side of this.
I don't know.
It's definitely on the other side of this.
Why is it on top of that post? I should climb it. There must be what's blinking up there.
Touch it.
Interesting logic.
Just disable the fences, that's safe.
I mean, did the Game Boy even blink? So I mean,
So you're wandering around, and a big metal cat with glowing red eyes just sort of wanders out of the grass and just pads around, and then sits down and just sort of looks around you, and you swear it's almost going to look right at you.
I'm probably standing very, very still, so hopefully...
It's not a T-Rex or a hooker. Their movements are based on vision.
Book a T-Rex.
Booker T-Rex. 5 times.
Shucky ducky rar rar.
That's enough for one week.
Yes, I'll be standing perfectly still.
Cool, it ignores you completely.
And then I'll backtrack towards the car while watching it.
Cool, I mean, eventually it gets tired of sitting down and wanders off.
That was interesting.
What was?
The cat. I'm sure it saw me.
My cat's better.
Yes.
I mean, 1, it doesn't have giant glowing red eyes and tries to kill us, and 2, it's fluffy. When it wants to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh look, 2 hours have passed.
Xander stood still. Like, it just took way longer than he thought he did. He was standing there for an hour and a half.
I was standing there at the cat.
Ooh, what's this?
What do I have time to back up before it eats me?
If I move slowly enough, it won't see me.
And then, when I restore from backup, will that just be seconds?
That's probably I haven't set a point yet.
So, your suit goes...
Well, that was sufficient.
Who are you talking to?
Me.
Oh.
I will get out of the vehicle.
The only person that's important.
The APC opens up, jolting Soviet awake.
I will check the time.
2 hours have gone by.
When we're still alive. obviously Bevan kept. Oh,
A big fat elbow hits you.
I'm awake.
nothing to report. Oh, quiet.
What about the cat that was at the fence?
Well, we didn't come past the fence.
Do you know that?
Well, yeah, otherwise, because they don't do that. We've been told.
I mean, if the cat came past the fence, you would probably be dead because you were asleep.
I'm not asleep. I'm awake. That's why I'm talking to you now, or is this a dream? Ow! No.
Right, so what are we doing? We're gonna do this?
Skinwalker.
Rolls out of the bush. Stands up. The familiar sound of arguing brought me out of it. We ready?
Skim Walker, jump on it.
Just for a couple of minutes, just deeply breathing. Right.
Everything okay?
If I die, I don't know. Look after my bunny.
I will.
He has a bunny?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, it's so cute.
He was feeding it beans.
I was feeding it lettuce. The occasional beans. Oh, I learned it was wrong.
They like carrots.
No.
Well,
We
I
mean
can only
no,
get
they do
fun
like
at the moment,
carrots.
but
There's not
just-
much.
people ate all the rabbit food.
Well,
Right.
I mean, it's that or the government food.
It's probably the same food with a different label on it.
I've been judging whether or not it'll be more nutritious than the beans that I basically 100% subsist off.
That explains a lot of things. I mean, thanks for rescuing me.
I'll make
You
a
mean-
note of that.
You mean Xander?
Skinwalker's bunny
You'd be
is
surprised how much they're the same thing.
mine now if he dies.
So, did you learn anything new in those 2 hours?
No, it's just a bunch of animal
No,
looking.
this whole area seems to be locked in the grip of despair and spiritlessness.
This whole area is.
You sense it's. I guess from that an amount of time you would have sensed that there's like maybe like one thing in this whole area that's just horrible despair.
The malignance in the air seems to stem from one specific thing, but we'll have to go and have a look.
Do you know exactly where Center's from?
I'm gonna be running.
Okay,
I don't know exactly
that's
where.
probably a good point.
It's just somewhere in
This
there.
is just a general.
Just somewhere in the that area.
Wait, does that mean that what's causing this is a living thing as opposed to a...
Or a machine?
Well, I mean, could you sense... No, machines aren't spiritual in any way, right? So,
I've never encountered one, but it's not impossible. I mean, it's from the future. Who knows? Robots could have souls. Right. Shall we go then?
You guys aren't gonna warm up?
Do you think I've ever
My
warmed up in my
mechanical
life?
suit runs for me because I'm a crippled spastic.
I prefer to cool
His gear
down.
form is automatically ready for running. The gamer is the same, whether he's warmed up or not.
Worse if
And-
he's warmed up.
And Soviet was asleep.
Shifty eyes. That Kate, or K8, or whatever her name is, never came back.
No.
I mean, we just can't see her. She's probably around.
She was going to report back to see if Miranda was okay in case we needed to be in more of a hurry. But,
Yep, but that's only if she didn't get captured, like everybody else on this damn trip.
River, do you have any idea where the compound actually is?
No, couldn't find it.
Is there like a big mountain or something?
You actually can see it. There's like a big carbonaceous looking, obviously layered rock edifice in the middle of the area, the monument block as it were. It's sort of like over there, it's got a little gap in it, and there's some more. It's fairly built up. Think like
Like a mesa kind of thing? Or?
not quite that big, but it's substantially set, and it's the obvious feature of this otherwise featureless area.
So there's another mountain that the T-Rex was behind, or
An extension of the same range. So I'm guessing it's over towards the rock bit.
Well, that's where K8 indicated earlier.
Oh, cool. I have less information than your robot friend then.
If it were me, I would put the entrance to my base by the giant death T-Rex. So
the what?
well, it's just if it were me, it would guard the door. So I guess hopefully not that.
What if they turn the T-Rex on you, though?
Gonna try and avoid that.
How do we want to do this? Do we want Skinwalker to scout ahead since he's the fastest, or?
He's stopping us from dying by...
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I've got a whole mini game for that.
That's right. You're the one sprinting the other way in order to draw attention away.
I'll try and lure the T-Rex around the mountain and away from you guys as you move.
Now, I don't know how your
Oh god.
spirit
Hang on a
forms
minute.
work,
She runs into the APC, so the rest of this will be... She's not there.
but when you move that fast, geometry works differently. Don't run up any hills without paying attention. You could. And I don't think you can run on the air.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Good thing I didn't do that the first time. You guys have your part of the plan sorted out? I don't want to
I think
stop
we're basically
running
heading
until...
towards that.
We're gonna have to split into two groups anyway. The group that's you guys and the group that's me. Because I make way more noise than all of you combined. So the chances that you get there if you're separate from me is much higher.
No. Courageous.
River comes out wearing a backpack. There we go.
Is that just full of candy?
No.
Yes.
Got any beans?
If there are any
Yes.
things, it's because
Now
you
it's just full of candy.
Better top up.
That may be the most repulsive thing I've ever seen.
She'll pull out a Snickers and just bite into it through the wrapper.
Are you okay?
You're supposed to.
You
You're
meant to
supposed to.
open that.
No, I don't. It's got plastics and there's a little foil thing in there which contains some metals that I need.
Does it do anything for the taste?
It tastes awful. But also
Sorry.
nougaty. You know, caramel. Put it in my mouth. Enjoy it. Oh, please. This is hardly the weirdest thing you've ever seen me do.
It doesn't bother me at all. This is correct. It is not the weirdest thing I've seen you do.
See?
So, are you going to take like a slightly
Remember that
wider
time I
berth?
glued your entire room to the ceiling?
Which time?
The more recent one when I did it properly.
With the cat on the bed?
Yeah.
Yes, the cat was on the bed
On
while
the
everything's on the
ceiling,
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I understand.
I don't think the others realise.
Seems like you guys have a lot of fun at your place.
Oh yes, we do.
Last time I was there, the cupboards were pretty stocked, but I imagine that's changed now. Cereal.
They're just stuck to a government fund now, I'm guessing.
I mean, that's basically cereal.
Well, off we go.
You're first, Skinwalker.
And I'm gone.
Right, so the area is split into 10 sectors, 5 on one side of the escarpments and 5 on the other side. 1 and 10 being the closest to where you are. So 1's your entry point.
Yeah.
So where you running to, you can move freely between any one of them because of your speed that you want, but the creatures that are following you need to follow consecutively. So where are you going? I would have drawn this out, but I couldn't afford to get it printed. I had a bunch of other printing as well. So.
I'll just start running into 2 from 1.
Cool. There's a large rustling from the grass, and like 7 or 8 big cat metal things leap out and chase after him. The bird things in the distance go woo and fly off towards 2. They were in 7. So a bit of time goes by, and there's like a slithering noise, and the grass ripples a bit. And then everything seems silent where you guys are.
I sum her up.
Alright,
What-
give me about 5 minutes. That'll give me about a 5-minute head start on you guys.
So where are we heading to?
Wait, what's this?
We are running.
To the
I
mountain,
mean, we're going to make a beeline straight for it, but you're going to take a slightly wider berth.
because I'm very loud.
He's very loud.
Well, you see, you're going alone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll stop.
Cool.
Hitting it.
Lumber. So you've been in 2 for a while and everything's coming at you. Staying or moving?
Yeah, I just brought it out a little bit. I'll shift into 3. Keep buffing everything that's following me. I gotta work out where that T-Rex is. I want to do it slowly. There we go. Now everything makes sense.
I just want to move around so we don't have to go through the bit where the grass slithered.
So I had flappies. This
Okay.
into cats.
So he's been gone 5 minutes. What are you doing?
Proceeding.
Go.
So you set out at a leisurely stroll.
No.
No,
a
sprinting
pretty
but low
complicated
to the ground.
We will be running as fast as the slowest member of the group
So-
can go.
So
So
we
sand.
actually
How's
go
the sand though?
quite slow then.
So I need endurance checks out of you 2.
What's endurance?
Stamina?
Stamina.
Yeah.
16. Oh no.
Yeah, I wonder what I got.
The fucking dies.
Oh my god!
Sander falls over,
Look,
I should have just taken him with me.
Yeah.
gasping and wheezing.
Or I could have taken him.
Back of the superhero costume. Come on, upsy daisy.
So fucking embarrassed.
it's been a very physical night,
Here's a head injury.
and I've been.
It's healed. But
It is, but
What on earth are you going to do if you're... Anyway,
I'm going to drop the temperature around us slightly just in case they sense heat.
excellent. Some of the creatures are losing interest in you.
the cats or
The flying
the
ones.
flying ones.
They seem to be heading off towards where the APC was.
I'll flick a wide berth around 3 and head back in their direction to pick it up. Pick up the flies.
Okay. Neat. Got a case of the Kens. Yep, okay, cool. So meanwhile, back at Group 1,
I would have gone because they're going from 1 just straight through. I would have gone closer into 2 and then up.
oh, well, in that case.
Because we can still see Skinwalker's white trail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would just be like, I would pay very special attention of where he is, and I would check often, like, where he's going.
That's cool. Group 2? You want to try that again? You want
Yes.
to try running for it again?
Oh, sorry.
Well, I got better,
You
but
don't fall over, at least.
Yeah, there's that.
I got 18.
You're very slowly getting away.
Dude, you're
Okay.
slower than Matthew lied.
Having successfully regained the attention of the aerial menace, where are you going now?
It's probably because when I went to 3, the T-Rex would be going that way. So I think I'll keep heading in that direction and start flicking through like 10 and 9 that way around.
Okay.
If it's,
All the creatures are heading back towards the southern end.
So they heading towards us or more towards the APC?
They're heading towards where you're going.
Okay.
Skinwalker, that's the wrong way. I need you to turn around.
Oh, if the comms gets through,
Sure.
I'll flick back around. The layout isn't quite how I imagine it.
1, 2, 3,
Does
4,
it-
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, like
That's not a circle.
Like I
it's a-
said, 1 and 10 are right by where you guys
Oh,
were.
right. Well, it is just like that's way easier. So yeah, I'll head back around to 3 and 4 and keep an eye out for any slight hints of noise or sight of T-Rex.
So you're in what number?
I'll
Now?
be back in 3.
Okay, you're back in 3.
Lead everything on a little bit of a loop.
This fuckery is making the creatures angorous. There is much hooting and thrashing and noise.
Are they throwing their poo?
No.
When they bark, they shoot bees at you.
That's good.
Give him ideas!
We'll pay attention to if it seems like they lose interest. Like if they get so frustrated, they just do something else.
Let them catch up a
Yeah,
little
they
bit.
still heading like towards us, or are they
Another
just...
endurance check.
Okay, this time
16.
I'm for some reason holding us back.
What, 1?
3.
Oh.
So okay, that's that's
You would
6
have thought with
altogether.
all of her Russian training that she keeps whining about that she'd at least be able to keep up with Xander.
Oh, well, we fell so far
Well, you
behind.
must-
We're probably catching
Yeah,
back
yeah, I was
up.
gonna say you'd have to be catching up to me because I went really good the first time. So I'm just starting to trail back, I imagine.
You were just concerned.
Zone. I mean, you,
Well, I'm
you
probably
can stay
looking
still
at
if you
the-
want, but you'll just get attacked a lot.
I'm probably too busy looking at the animals that are suddenly sort of heading towards where we're going, so I would have slowed down, I'll say for that.
They've already stopped moving back, right? They're going back in his direction.
Oh yeah.
I'll jump into 4.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, if I go too far away, they might break with me. If I wanted them to break interest with me, it wouldn't be here. And I'll sort of like dip into 5 carefully. I'm really skeptical at this point about where that bloody T-Rex is.
Well, if you're paying any attention to the animals that are chasing you, which you say you are,
Yeah.
you'll notice that the wolf things have got these cylinders rising up from their backs that are whirring and getting brighter as they're running after you.
Oh fuck! Okay. Oh fuck! I'll do my best to keep like solid shit between me and them.
Just move like they do.
Endurance checks.
7.
Shadow
13.
prostitutes. Oh, good, yeah, cool. You're not embarrassing yourselves this time? You wanna pick another zone?
Yep. This time I'm gonna gun it ahead to 7 to get some distance between me and my minigun wielding friends.
Okay. The lead wolf's one of the first ones following you. Its cylinders flare brightly and go dark as it disappears and reappears beside you.
Oh fuck!
Just stop! Just full stop!
Whoa, what's your parry?
It's 0. So
Plus 10.
Yeah, so 10 in this form.
Cool. Toughness check.
That's right, 'cause you all just about running on this one.
And there's no free 10 on the toughness, is there? Because you roll it. So it's just a 8.
Total.
Yes.
This form has no defenses, right?
Very minimal. It has...
Razor sharp claws sink into you, giving you new motivation to GTFO. You take a damage. And you get condition bleeding.
Oh, good.
The wolf's claws are coated with an anticoagulant,
Shit.
which means you will need a medical kit to stop bleeding. Bleeding means that you will take 1 damage every, well, basically turn that we're doing.
It only takes 4 to...
No, that's not how that works.
No.
It's damage, you have to take 4 stages of failure. But every time you take damage, you get minuses on your toughness, so it's
toughness.
easier to fail.
Yeah,
right.
It's if you get it in bulk
I
blocks.
believe
that
the
you
technical
start,
terms we should be using are either bruises or injuries.
But he's cut, so he's...
Yeah, so it's a
yeah,
wound.
So it's a wound.
Basically, I'm just going to call it damage though because it's easy
Yeah.
for me, not for you. So yeah, you get going.
Slap my hand
endurance
over the top
checks.
of there.
It goes like
Nice.
beep.
5.
21.
It doesn't matter. He's leading you down. It's perfect. You want to pick another region?
What, you think I'm holding back because...
Oh, okay. So she's gone. She's there. You guys are not. Now there are 3 teams.
Can I count it as like assisting Xander?
No, you'll just get in the way. He's too heavy.
No, well, I can't carry him, but
It
like
must be close
3-legged
now.
race style kind of.
I'll run into 9 and stick to like the edge.
Cool.
Because I figured that'll be further in their section.
The wolves are all caught up now, as they've activated their translocators, which charge from the kinetic energy of running.
I love things that do that.
Yes.
Sit with their enemies.
That's player forbidden, by the way. That's an NPC only thing.
Damn it.
Especially not Soviet. Right, cool. 9, you say? On the edge of 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like getting around the edge of the hex and you're sort of rounding up down towards where they're going to be going. And there's a large shadow detaches itself from the side of the escarpment.
Fuck.
A pair of big red eyes, say about, I don't know, 30 yards in the air, in the shadow of the thing, glare at you balefully.
The first bit of raised land I get close to, I can put my foot on, I'm just going to jump the opposite direction, hopefully past
The wolves that are...
the wolves.
So, like, over towards 4?
Yeah.
Opposite direction in my mind, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to jump at that speed. Hey, here we go.
Well, you are in deer form. They have that weird...
Hoppy.
They can like do that 90-degree angle or something like
Yeah.
spring.
And I'm just going to try and jump as low as possible because I know being up high is also very bad.
It's hard to control your speed when you're in the air and there are teleporting wolves.
Yeah. Teleporting
Weird
minigun
lessons
robot.
for us all.
Yeah, okay. You bound over the top of the rocky escarpment. A bunch of things sending up big clods of dirt as they dig in and start charging in the other directions. Huge clouds of things following you. Giant swarm of cluster missiles firing from the giant shadowy T-Rex thing that's chasing you. 7.62mm bullets whirring through the air and lasers.
And lasers.
Did we see
You
the
dodge. Oh yeah, it's a fucking fireworks show.
Oh.
You dodge all of them. The missiles explode across the ridge like the Jericho missile system from Iron Man. That happens, and you're like, a small amount of pee escaping you. And then the big bomb it lobbed hits as the mortars land as well, decimating a section of mountain range, making it much easier for animals to follow you through. You all hear a loud T-Rex roar of annoyance.
And I imagine many explosions.
I said annoyance. Random bomb. So, Team 2, endurance checks.
Does that include?
No, you booted it ahead. Now you're like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm a stupid fat cow.
2.
Well, I mean,
Cool. Another round for you. Where you going?
Under the T-Rex sleeves.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Also, that would be heading back in the direction you guys are heading.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a perception check in the general vicinity while I'm
Let's go up to
down.
like 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna look back up to 6.
Cool.
22.
Teleport wolves.
Thank you. You didn't see anything. So eventually, everyone catches up to Black Knight, and he's at the base of the big rocky thing.
Wait, you got there first?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You've had 5 minute head start.
The robot has better.
True,
power.
He's louder, not slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also you didn't take a direct path, so I thought you might have been taken.
Well, you guys fell over for a bit.
Yeah.
And he can mow through the terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, do they all arrive at once, or is it like...
Well, I arrived
Soviet
first.
arrives, and then
Do we...
Evan arrives, and then the gamer collapses at your feet. And then, like, River arrives after all of them.
Okay, if I got there first, I'll be looking for, like, a secret base.
Okay, get me lookins.
Okay.
Get a perception-y thing. See, this is the dangerous bit, is they have to start looking for the thing and where they might go. You could lead all the things right onto them. And that might narrow the areas you can go.
Is this perception or
Meaning I get to
investigation?
hurt you more.
Perception or investigation?
Well... It would be investigation if you knew what you were looking for,
Oh, sure.
I think.
Yeah, I think that's.
Or knew the characteristics of the thing you were looking for.
Yeah, investigation is specifically, I think, for.
But I believe you actually
looking
need
more
a
into
perception
something,
check
yeah.
to see through concealment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does K8 leave tracks? Because she was going back to the base.
I don't know, does she? No one's
Have you
bothered
been
to
in a
check.
Destructor base before?
These guys have.
They're different. They're not just the same.
Yeah,
they're not
but
all under mountains.
He might use similar...
You were also in one. The one where we fought Greenpeace was that was a
that's
destructive
right, it
base
was an
too.
old Destructor base.
34.
You think you see something that might be a concealed entrance. There's an innocuous large boulder that seems a little rounder than might be natural up against the side of, like, the mountainous thing.
No.
It was too much to hope for a door.
Is it also a shade lighter than the rest of the rock?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is there like a thing I can turn clockwise exactly?
Oh.
Does it seem like there's any like panels nearby or that sort of thing?
Nope. So where you going?
Getting closer and closer. It's probably moving this way. Seems 7, I think, is as far as I want to go closer to that T-Rex.
Okay.
I don't know how fast it moves.
It can get up to about 30 miles an hour.
No.
Nowhere near as fast as you.
Hmm.
But about as fast as anything like that big really wants to
Yeah.
go.
It's got the range to make up for it.
Yeah, it just needs to gain line
You wait
of
till it
sight.
gets into melee range where it's really dangerous.
I'm not going to let that happen.
You've already been in melee range of it, right?
Oh, chain claws.
Oh, jeez.
Chain claws.
Chain-
huh?
They're way up there though.
It's going to get right in there to get you. It shoots them.
So, what are you doing, guys?
Okay, so like there are no like panels, or do you want like another roll, or can I just not find anything?
Well, I
That's
mean, no. That there's only what I've described.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
This is when you might
some
roll the
dirt.
investigation roll, though, I think, because you've discovered
So-
a possible.
Where you are is where we've ended up, is it?
Can I just look
Yeah.
for tracks?
Yes.
If there are human boot prints there somewhere, that's going to be a pretty good clue. 19 plus whatever.
tracking, which is survival, which is outdoor tracking.
It's a separate expertise you have to
You
take.
actually have to
Yeah.
take. You have to take.
Or you have to take
Yeah.
Just
perception
take that.
at a massive penalty.
Otherwise, it's like a neg 10.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so that would
I
be
have it, but I'm
21.
currently.
Yes, you do find a couple of traces of prints around here.
That aren't ours. So you said I collapsed. Well, I'll probably lean against the rock
Cool.
since I collapsed.
Okay, cool. That rock does not care.
Mm.
It's strong. You're not. And it has 14 in cooking.
Toast!
Ah, so does Thomas Strait's Pier.
This rock is now on the team. You guys are all kicked out.
So yeah, did anyone want to make any other kind of rolls or anything?
Well, since everybody's there now, so I don't have to keep an... Actually, no, I'll keep an eye out anyway, in case there are things that are heading towards us. I'll just do a general lookout while other people are searching. Oh, nice. 17 plus... 2 17s for my perception check.
Fatuously, you look around.
So I'm gonna use my enhanced sensors to scan this rock.
It's a rock.
Is it just a rock though?
It is just a rock.
Okay. I'm gonna try pushing it a few times or moving it, see if it moves in a weird way.
Strength check.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're just pushing it straight on.
Yeah, straight on or trying to this way.
Okay.
One moment.
Most people like to use sheets.
16.
16
Yeah.
total.
Yeah, it's a stat. Stats aren't very high.
Yeah, strength at space.
Because 6 is super powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything when you push it straight on, but when you try and slide it, it does move a bit.
What if I try slide it the other way?
Oh, okay. So strength check.
I'll move out of the road.
21.
Oh yeah, it rolls aside impressively.
Crushing sand.
What's on the other side?
The side of the mountain. And a big doorway.
Is it an open doorway?
It is now.
Okay. Can I check for traps?
Okay,
Lee's
percentile
not
dice.
here.
I was to say, where's Lee?
Yeah, I know. I'm going in.
Okay, you tromp on in.
Are you checking
will-
for traps as a trap rumba?
Okay. Chroma link. A coloured
Make
orb.
those.
Throw it straight up in the air to detonate. Just trying to signal Skinwalker to come back.
Or you could use the radios.
We're in.
There's a bright flash in the air to the south.
On my way.
He's there.
Oh, we might want to close
You
this.
should all get in and we should
Yeah.
close.
Inside.
Yeah.
Oh. You find yourselves inside a large chamber. It is like a square with a corner slashed off. So it's like if you took the Superman emblem and twisted it. You've come through on a longer side. There is a large amount of dirt and lots of prints, boot prints, freshly printed into the dirt, heading over towards a door which is looks like it's supposed to slide into the walls, but it's rusted, half open. There's large amounts of pitting and scoring all over the place. Once very neat metal panels now have dents, buckles, active rust in it. There's bits fallen off with rock on the other side, clearly visible, and exposed wiring hanging down. What looks like a pair of security turrets lie mangled on the floor.
Does that look recent?
No, it looks like this place has been in some decay for some time. There is a desk right before the door with a bunch of robot bits scattered all over it. There's a lot of dust and build-up. There's even some plants trying to grow out of the dirt clods around the place. And the freshly cut prints lead straight to that door over there.
What do the prints? What kind of prints are they?
They look like government issue boots.
2 sets.
2 sets. There's also some big square robot footprints, and what looks like someone's run through with bare feet at some point.
Do any of these bits look like I want them?
They look pitted and damaged and acid etched and scored and weathered with the funk of 40,000 years of neglect.
Okay.
I mean, you could salvage something from them if you're willing to spend 30 weeks and with an archaeological team of 7.
Something to come back to. We'll go through the door.
Okay, so you head over to the door. As you pass over, one of the floor plates creaks ominously and begins to groan and bend.
Can I So none of the other ones have done this to this
No,
point.
just that one.
So
it's actually right in front of the desk.
If I stomp on this one, as if to try to break it,
It breaks.
what's underneath?
Okay, underneath, the plate buckles and clangs down and gets wedged in what looks like an old booby trap. It looks like there's some rusted columns with spikes and what looks like rust but might be blood all over them. But and as it sort of crumbles and falls down, that one of them goes and then stops. Clearly, time and neglect and lack of maintenance has seized this ancient mechanism.
If I can just keep a mental note of because clearly this would have looked slightly different, right? Or does it look almost identical? The pane I stood on as compared.
Absolutely identical.
Absolutely identical.
In that it's nastily neglected and abused.
Okay.
An old computer terminal on the desk sputters into life for a few brief seconds and then dies.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, that was my fault. I used the C word. You know, it's supposed to be able to learn when you're talking to it and when you're just using the term, but it's not showing any signs of learning because it's in New Zealand.
You tell it off.
I mean, I do, and it gets really snippy sometimes. It replies. Yeah, that.
We should probably walk in your footsteps.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a problem if this hit me, but
Those times when you only saw one set of footprints, everyone was being a coward.
Those times when you only saw one set of footprints, that's when I waved you up.
I guess we're going single file now.
And 10 meters behind.
And 10 meters behind!
They could still go off, man.
So you head around the desk to the door.
Is there anything like the desk? Is it like a desk that has drawers and shit, or is it all
Yes,
pretty?
it does have drawers and shit.
Is there anything in the desk?
As your giant mitt closes on the handle of the top drawer and pulls, it just wrenches the handle off, which sort of bends and crumples, even in your designed not to destroy thing level grip.
Do you want us to open those drawers?
Yeah, let me get that. Attempts to open it.
The deer touches the drawer and gets tetanus. Oh, by the way, he's still bleeding out.
Yes, well, I've been sitting here rolling perception. I haven't noticed.
So he hasn't said anything.
Yeah, that's right. You know,
You just hear the
he's just
drip,
leaking
drip,
from
drip.
these giant slashes down his back.
Oh,
Do you want to look at that?
yeah, that.
you guys have something
Yeah.
for it?
Yeah.
Just kneel down over there.
Yes.
I have
I
a
was
skill for
raised
this.
not to worry about injuries like this, but
Well, you
it's
would
kind
have
of a problem.
you would have not worried about this until you collapsed.
It's a 31.
You did a very brave thing, Skinwalker.
So you heal
How do you apply first aid through your big gloves?
because that's specifically designed to do minute things.
Literally have healing powers.
Okay.
Thomas Drake forgets magic exists sometimes, apparently.
I
No,
forget
he's showing concern for the team, goddammit.
Yeah.
And he's a surgeon. You don't just magically close up these wounds. You might fuck up a muscle or something.
Right.
I'm a genius!
It was worth it to keep you guys safe. Those things are horrifying. The wolves, by the way, or cats, they teleport.
What?
Yeah, it was maybe
Really?
10 meters behind me, winding up its spinny gun, and
It's spinny gun.
I don't think those are guns. If you think about it, it was winding it up and then it teleported. It's
Yeah.
probably a linear projector.
A what?
what?
The thing that made it teleport.
A lineal perfector or whatever, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So Thomas Drake patches
Yeah,
up.
I
I've got
got
a
it.
couple of things. and
So,
also
are we
doing-
ignoring the drawers now, or?
No, I was opening the drawer up.
Okay, Xander grabs hold of a drawer violently and it cracks under his
up.
powerful man grip.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
That could happen with this draw.
It does.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
I feel amazing.
okay, these drawers.
Something's happened to the metal here. Oh, it's cracked, that's why.
No, they're still in cold rocks.
Is it corroded or?
No.
This is very high carbon.
Low quality makes me think of my boss made this fucking place.
Okay, inside the drawer you find a bunch of clear plastic sheets, nothing on them, and you find it's like some old D-cell batteries that have leaked a long time ago.
Plastic sheets. Ooh, these are for.
Overhead
It's a-
projector?
How long have we known, aside from the Krell,
She's
for
gonna
robots
eat
to
that.
exist on Earth?
Hmm?
How long have robots been a thing on Earth?
Like, since the Krell attacked in the 60s?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Aside from the Krell, like how long have robots
Since
been a thing?
Dr. Destructo, so what? The 80s sometime?
Okay.
Early 90s? I don't know. When did he show up?
I'm just wondering. It's like if these robots are like old, how old could they possibly be? Like for them to be this corroded and
I don't think this place was built in the 80s.
No, this place has a distinct 70s aesthetic.
This might have been one of his original bases where he started it all.
Or he really likes white paneling.
Do you want the rest of this plastic?
Yes, I want all of the plastic. Thank you.
Check the other drawer.
I Piscan is this, I like do. It is more like me, and me is like
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.